Charles kindly dug a pit here to just check out what's happening underneath the ground. So you can see here quite a significant difference in the style of root, as I said earlier. In the first 30 centimeters of the soil, 65% of the ryegrass roots will develop. That's a very different picture from these other species, but maybe Pat can talk a bit about that.
This plot we're in here is 5E Johnny's mixture, which is obviously it's got a lot of tetraploid ryegrasses, which are deeper rooting than the diploids, but it's obviously got white clover and it's got chicory and plantain. And this is just, you know, the field has now been in the ground for just coming up to 10 months, not quite 10 months yet, but just to let you see, I mean, there's a white clover, and let you see just on the back of that, that's how your white clover root is already going down. And there's a chicory. I mean, there's a chicory, and I'm sure we've probably chopped some of the bottom of that off that already, you know, and it lets you see. So, and already, you know, you can see the root mass that is developing, you know, in this plot. You know, there is a lot. It's obviously was very dry here in April and May, when we had probably less than 20 mil of rain here between April and May. And June and July, we've probably had 50, 60 mil both months, I think, here during June and July. So on the whole, it has been dry, but it has forced these plants to go down, you know, and look for the thing. And so, you know, it's really interesting. And that's what we're going to be monitoring here over the next 5 years, to how much organic matter, you know, these plots are building up underneath them. It is a long-term game building up, you know, organic matter, but you know, already we can see the amount of humus and that is developing under these plots. We should be keeping an eye on this as it goes forward.
Maybe Charles could mention the fact he's on a fairly dry farm himself, partly why he's using this mixture.
Yeah, we're very free draining on some steepish ground as well, and find that the tetraploids in the 5E mix are just great for getting down and getting the moisture. And you know, we're organic, so you know there's no end going on the top. So you know, the roots have to, you know, they're having to go down to find some nutrients, and if they're going down to find some nutrients, they're also picking up what moisture is there as well, and that helps us. You know, it does help us. You know, when we are having these dry situations,